Hey everybody, today I'm going to show you how to turn this boring Walmart mailer into a fabulous storage pouch with some white gesso, a little cutting, and those cute little magnets to create my closure. Snap, snap. So I've selected a few gel prints to cover my pouch in. First one is this one here I created on one of my recent live streams, and I've cut it out of the original frame, and I'm looking for something to create a border because obviously this piece is not going to fill up the entire spot. So I've decided to go back to the original part of that print that I cut off, which is these strips here. This is the border of that original print. And I'm gonna just take them and I'm gonna piece them around my pouch to create a frame for that print, and then fill in any areas with any extra little bits. So don't throw away your bits until you're all done. For this part, I'm just using a glue stick because it's just strips of Carnival wet strength tissue, and the glue stick seems to work just fine for this part. Now, when I get to the larger areas, I will be using a white glue. In this case, it's Elmer's glue, and also works just fine. It doesn't have to be a gel medium or, an expensive medium. You can just use your regular glue and it works just fine. And most of the prints that I am applying to this pouch are done on Carnival wet strength tissue. If you're using regular tissue, just be a little bit more careful and a little less rough than what you see me do with these pieces of tissue here. And this is why I say save your little scraps and bits, because that's what I'm having to use to create a fuller border along my edge here. So don't throw these little bits and pieces away because they can come in very handy. So always save them until you're completely done with your project and satisfied with it. So I think that is going to look wonderful on there. And like I said, I'm just using a Elmer's glue, or a white glue. Elmer's is the brand, but it's just a white school glue that I'm going to use to apply the gel print to the pouch. And it works just fine. It dries nicely. You don't need a ton of it. And I'm able to work with it in a way where I can still reposition the tissue if I need to, or the paper, and not have to, rush. All right, let's let that dry. Now I want to use this print here in this beautiful yellow for the underside of the flap. So the inside of the pouch, when you open it, that's what's going to be inside. So I'm just using a pencil and drawing around, and then carefully cutting around, and just going to glue it into place. And just take my time filling in any of the missed areas, because these two sides here that I notched out are kind of awkward angles. But if you watch closer, you can see how I did it. And the video might be sped up, but I did take my time to make sure everything went down smoothly and that I put enough glue down and everything was covered nicely. And then I used my little X-Acto knife here to cut around that awkward angle and then tuck in that remaining flap in the center of that print into the inside of the pouch, so it looks like the print goes all the way into the pouch and not just doesn't just stop at the opening there. All right, let's get to work on the other side. So for this side, I've chosen this really bold print with the prayer wheels on it. And that is gonna go on the flap and then the top half of the back of the pouch. And as I'm doing it, I'm also trying to figure out where I'm gonna go as far as design. And I decided to give it a good old rip straight down and take this print in the sort of teals and blues and silvery colors that I thought worked really well against this red and yellow ochre print. And I'm going to alternate the two prints all the way down the back of the pouch. Now for this bottom portion here, you notice that it's got a wonky edge from the gel print. So I'm cutting up that last piece of the blue and teal paper and kind of matching it to the lines that already exist in the red print. And then I will piece in any of the empty areas with extra pieces of that blueprint. But I think it's really cool because I wanted to save those funky, grungy edges from the red and yellow print. Here I'm taking extra pieces from the border from this gel print and filling in these white areas and just putting them down, not being super exact, but just basically filling in any of the white areas. And I think it worked out pretty good. Match the circular theme. I'm taking the circular gel print and I'm going to add it into the inner part of the pouch. So when you open the flap, you see this circle, this sort of round gel print rising in up from the inside of the pouch. This part's a little bit tricky, so take your time, because you want to put it in so it looks like it's coming, from inside the pouch. And then I thought, why don't I take the extra bit that I cut off and I will glue it down to the bottom of the pouch. Now, after the hair dryer dried all the best parts, basically all of it, I'm coming in with some of my little bits and pieces that I've saved throughout the project and covering in any bare areas or areas that need touching up. Okay, now to finish decorating, I'm taking these gel print circles that I've punched out with my different size circle punches, and I'm going to glue them to the back of the pouch inside the different rings in the designs. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this super easy and quick tutorial. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're not already, please subscribe. Thanks. Take care. Bye.